Good afternoon, everyone. We'd like to welcome you to the Mesa City Council study session for the afternoon of March 20th. All of our council is present. The first item on our agenda for this meeting is to review the agenda we have for tonight's council meeting. So, council, I know we went over this Thursday, but in the interim, have any questions arisen regarding anything on our agenda for tonight? Okay. Mr. Brady, well, the only things that are off the consent is a public hearing prior to an annexation and then setting a hearing for the annexation. So we'll see if anything else comes off the consent agenda before then. If there's nothing else, next item on our agenda is current events and conferences attended. I know it's only been since Thursday, but I know we've all been busy. I saw you guys at some events in the interim. Anybody want to share anything? I'll say Saturday morning we had a fun event over at the Mesa Grande Museum tour.
Took a tour.
Yeah. I think that's an underappreciated cultural asset in our community, and it's a part of the inventory of the Natural History Museum. So I was excited to see that they do tours every weekend and school tours during the week, but what else is there to add about it?
No, I was gonna say maybe say where it is and what it is, because I had never been there before. This was my very first time. I grew up in Mesa. My husband said, oh yeah, we used to take the scouts there. So he had been, so I guess if you've been in scouts, you've probably gone, but I had no idea it was there. So I just think we need to make more public awareness around it. It was really neat.
Alex Venture used to tell us he used to ride his bike. It's all over it.
Oh, well, that's what the mayor said on Saturday morning. He said, I'm pretty sure I rode my bike over these hills when I was a kid.
That was privileged communication.
Oh, sorry. I mean, around the area,
That's
around
right.
the area. Not on the sacred
There were
ruins.
no cultural artifacts damaged in
No.
youth.
Anyways, so maybe just share more about it. Where
Immediately west of the old Mesa Lutheran Hospital. So is that 10th Street and Brown? Or
It's brown.
It's 1,000.
Date.
Dayton 10th Street.
Date and 10th Street?
Because it curves down to become.
1000 North Date. And so on the weekends, you can just show up and walk through it and get a tour, and then don't be surprised if your kids come home and tell you that they took a field trip there during the week.
And I don't know for how long it's that, because I know I've tried to do that walk in June. It's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
So I think we do it through May or something. It is seasonal, so it's,
Yeah.
don't plan on doing it like June or July. I don't think we're open then.
they have a visitor center that is on there with like a lot of different artifacts and information. I just had no idea about what it was for, that there's two of them left. One's in Phoenix and one's in Mesa. These areas that they use to run the canal system.
You really need to have, it's nice to have someone, a guide.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, some of us would kind of walk and not really appreciate,
Yes.
Yeah.
the nuances of where the entrance was and kind of what it might have been used for, so.
Right. So I guess the point is, if you are a leader of a scout group or another group that would be interested in learning more about Mesa's prehistoric history, this is something that you have to do. Okay, so that was Saturday morning, right? Anything else, Ms., any other activities you'd like to share? Ms. Goforth?
Yes, I went to the spring equinox in the Monarch Garden at Red Mountain Library.
Oh,
That was
fun.
fantastic. I had not been there before. I mean, been to the library many times, but had not walked through the Monarch Haven, so that was nice. Came back with a butterfly ring that I made.
Very nice.
So it's very nice.
When do we expect the Monarchs to arrive? Do we have a date certain that they're going to be in Mesa? Okay. We'll find out, okay. They're coming now, okay. So we are on the trail of the monarch migration, okay.
Should be a good one, given wildflowers.
Oh, yeah, lots of vegetation. Okay, council, anything else? Yes, Mr. Summers.
One more item. So this comes from Visit Mesa. two items that were brought up. First, there's a new groundbreaking partnership with Wheel the World. We're the first city in the country to do so. Wheel the World, what they do is they are a travel planning service for visitors with disabilities. So this will make Mesa more accessible to anyone who wants to come and visit, and they help with that. And then they also received an award for the Global Vision Award from Travel and Leisure, which is shared with the city of Mesa for their autism travel program and the work that's been done by this council on autism recognition.
That's great. Visit Mesa's always good at that stuff. Anything else you'd like to share with this council? If not, this could be a relatively short meeting. Mr. Brady, what does our schedule of future meetings look like?
Thank you, Mayor. Just a reminder, the next meeting of the council will be Thursday, March 23rd at 7:30 a.m., and that will be followed by an Audit Finance Committee meeting. Let me just give you a sense of what the upcoming schedule is going to look like. So on Thursday, the 23rd, I believe that's when we'll be hearing the presentations from CDBG, Home, and ESG. So that is always a lot to pack in a day. I notice you're already getting letters of interest for that day. And then we'll have the Audit and Finance Committee meeting. Once we get into March 30th and going through the month of April is when we'll be going in earnest with our discussions about the budget, both for the general fund and the utility fund. So that will begin, we'll be presenting to you the overall proposed budget on March 30th. And then from then forward, every Monday and Thursday, you'll be receiving presentations from the different departments about the proposed budgets. So
That's great. So if you're a City of Mesa government nerd, beginning this Thursday is must-see TV for the next couple of months, because all of for those who don't wonder what we're talking about, all of the departments will be coming in and we'll be discussing their budgets leading up to adopting the city budget. And remind me when that happens, Mr. Brady.
So we will, we go through the proposed budget, and then we hit the schedule for bringing the council doing the tentative budget in May, because you have to do a tentative budget 30 days ahead of the adopted budget, which is the middle of June.
Right.
Yeah. June what? June 5th, so.
Okay. Very good. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, is there a motion to adjourn? Thank you, Ms. Pillsbury and Ms. Goforth. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Thank you. We are adjourned, and we'll reconvene at 5:45 upstairs.